Why, Deshaun, did you need so many massage therapists? Here was his answer.
Yeah, I can't get too far into detail because there's an ongoing investigation still. But I can say that with this now day and age, especially with my age group, social media is a big business part that goes into it. So that's, a factor into it. But as far as the details, I can't get too far into it because there's an investigation going on. But hopefully, once everything is resolved, I can speak freely on it.
Kept on doing that. Well, you heard it at the beginning. You heard it at the end. But in the middle, I mean, what a terrible answer.
As someone in Deshaun Watson's age group, let me just say, no, don't bring us into this. Don't bring social media into this.
Sean Mapes, the new producer behind the glass. You're 100% right. Like, hey, this is not my generation's fault. You were like,
yeah.
He's basically saying, like, oh, and the social media. I mean, it's the social media. It's just there. It's always, it's just that it's in my way, I see these hot girls on Instagram and I slide in their DMs and I'm like, hey, massage me. Are you licensed? I don't care. Massage me.
He almost subliminally just kind of gave away the whole game of no, it's because of social media. It's so easy for me to find these women. That's how I rack up 22 of them. That doesn't actually answer. That's not why you have multiple massage therapists. That's just why it's so easy for you to do this.
Yes, yes, it's certainly easier to reach out to mass text a bunch of them like you're swiping right on Tinder blindly, like you don't even care who you're matching with. Yes, 100%, Sean. And it's funny hearing that because Kyler Murray also had a similarly terrible answer about why he deleted all of his pictures off of social media, which again, no one does. And he's like, yeah, well, social media, it's a thing. Social media. And then people
have you considered social media?
Yeah, right. That's it though. Deshaun just said, well, social media. I mean, it's a thing. Ever been on it? Sometimes you message people, Facebook message, direct message. It happens. Social media. And and I think they did come back to it eventually to try to push him on it, and he wasn't doing it. This was the last part of the press conference I wanted to touch on. Sorry for saying touch on. Deshaun Watson was asked about a possible need for counseling. And this answer is so two-sided, where he's saying, I don't need it, but at the same time, if I need it, I'll get it. It was a really bizarre answer. Here's Deshaun.
It's hard for me to say the counseling part because I don't have a problem. I don't have an issue. And that's what I've been saying from the beginning. So this situation is definitely is tough and is very difficult. But me as a having a problem going to counseling and things like that, I'm willing to talk to people about certain situations to make sure I'm not getting back in this. But like I said before, I never assaulted anyone, never disrespected anyone. I've always been respectful, and that's what I've always stood on, and that's who I am as a person.
You got it again at the very end of that, the same three bleeping things that he said over and over again.
Because he did start to get lost, and he's like, no, wait, Rusty told me.
What did I?
Never assaulted, never disrespected.
Go back to cheat sheet. I never assaulted, disrespected, assaulted, disrespect, assaulted, disrespected. Rusty, what was the other thing? I forget.